Here's the Central Michael for Screen Reading my 536 podcast. This is my 536 podcast. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to break your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will have some adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else out of the way, let's get into this idea. A lot of people, ever since the first Prince, ever since the new Fresh Prince or Bel Air, ever since the new Fresh Prince reboot, everybody's been wondering, everybody's been wondering should Friends might be rebooted from a sitcom into a drama. So basically, a lot of people think that it could work, but at the same time, a lot of people there's been a whole debate over this. Now, the new Fresh Prince series is a drama series. So basically, a lot of people, as you know, Family Matters and Fresh Prince are one of the best black shows of the '90s, and still loved and current in this current generation and shit like that, blah blah blah. So anyway, a lot of people have been debating over shit. If they do reboot Family Matters, should it be a sitcom or a drama? So basically, I have an idea. Why not let's we can. I have an idea. Why don't we just do a? Let's do this. Let's do this Family Matters. Let's do a new Family Matters. Let's do a prequel for families about young Steve Urkel. So basically, let's do. So my idea is this. Whatever. Let's do a prequel show for families about young Steve Urkel. So basically, a lot of people always wonder what Steve's parents look like. Wondering what his life was like when he's not with the Winslows, and what his life was like. Always wonder what his life. Want to see him. Always wanted to see Steve, when he's not with the Winslow. So basically, let's do a prequel. Like how young Sheldon was the prequel of the Big Bang Theory. Sheldon, everybody wondering, Sheldon, what type of kid, what type of childhood that Sheldon had, and that's when young Sheldon came out and shit, blah blah blah. So basically, let's do something like this. Let's do something for. Let's do a series. Let's do a prequel series for the Family Matters series that revolves around Urkel. So basically, we can see. We can finally see. We can remake. We can see remakes, they can explore more things, and explain how Steve came up with the robot, how Steve came up with the time machine, and also kind of recreate some certain Family Matters series, remember when Steve became, Stefan and whatnot. So basically, we could see his life, beyond. See his life beyond the Winslow. So basically, basically we can So basically, this prequel series is also like it's sort of like remaking classic animes. So basically, this prequel series about young Steve Urkel is sort of like a remake or of like all the episodes that Steve was featured in finale, but like what extra details on it. So basically, we can get more details, and finally, we can get to see who Steve's parents are. Cause throughout the original series, we never saw Steve's parents. So basically, we could finally see Steve's parents and whatnot, and explore his future. Like we see Steve's cousins, Steve's cousin, his cousins and whatnot, So basically, we can. So basically, my point is, let's take a note from Young Seven and do a prequel series with Steve, about young Steve, and see what his life is, see what his life is like when he's not with the Rangers, and also get more details, and get more details about how he came up with the time machine, how he came up with the robot, filling some details like we always wonder how did Steve came up with make that robot? How did Steve came up with the idea to make that make the time machine? How did he came up with the idea to how he came up with the idea to make that make that potion to turn him to Stefan? Then he came up the how he came up to that potion that turned him into Stefan at first. Then he basically see how he made the transformation to help him turn to Stefan better and mix, and fix the formula as well that turns him to Stefan and whatnot. So anyway, this is my pitch. So anyway, we got to think: should a new anime series be a prequel, prequel about young Steve Urkel? Yes or no? Please let me know in the comments below. Anyways, sign off. One.